Hi, good afternoon. My name is Greg, and I'm making this video because my colleague Josh connected with you on the Bay Area Contractors Facebook group, and you had requested that we send you a video showing you what you would need to do to get more business. I'm going to take a look at your website. I'm going to give you some suggestions as to what you would need to do to change your website so that you could rank into the first page of Google. If you rank on the first page of Google, a lot of your customers will find you, and that means you can turn them into paying customers. Currently, your website gets only about 3 visitors a month. One of your competitors in LA gets over 300 visitors a month, and you can imagine how many of these they convert into paying jobs. So that's what we're trying to do here. Okay. By way of overview, I'm going to tell you what you need to do to beat your competition onto the first page of Google. If you're on the first page of Google, that's where 90% of all the traffic is. And if they are landing on your site, you can turn those visitors to your site into paying customers. So I'm going to give you some suggestions and tell you what I would do in 3 areas: content, backlinks, and citations. I'm going to give you definitions of what those mean in a little while. But the reasons why these things are important is because when Google decides what pages to put on the first page of the search, they will only put pages up that they believe are authoritative, trustworthy, and relevant, because they care very much about their customers' experience, those people using their search engine, and they will not put sites onto the first page that they don't believe meet these criteria. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about content. Here I am. I'm going to take a look at your website. What Google cares about here is quality and quantity of content. That is the words and images on your page. From a quantity point of view, Google wants to see at least 1,500 words on the homepage, okay, and at least 500 words per services page. So you do, for example, interior painting and exterior painting. Those are 2 services, and we'd need separate pages for these, each with 500 words. Now, the reason why it's important to write lots of words, reason number 1, because if you're able to write lots and lots about your services, Google makes an assumption that you are an authority in what you do. That makes you trustworthy. And also, if you're able to write lots and lots of words, then Google believes that the answers that their customers are looking for when they are searching for painters in Los Angeles, those answers can be found in your website because there's lots of words. So that's all about relevance and trustworthiness. Okay. Now, your website has only 680 words. You would need at least 3,000 or 4,000 more words to satisfy what we believe is the right thing to do from a quantity point of view on your website. But quality is also important too, and quality refers to the choice of words that we write into your content. By choice of words, I mean as follows. You need to make sure that you are writing keyword phrases into your content. This is a keyword phrase, painter Los Angeles. This is what I would use to find a painter in Los Angeles, and it's what your customers are using to find your competitors. We need to pull together a list of all of this kind of keyword, okay, about 20 of them, and write them into your content. Because when one of your potential customers does a search like this, Google will look at all the web pages that have this phrase in it, and that's how they know to make a match between your site and this search. Let's take a look at your website. So currently today, Google has read and indexed only 1 keyword for your business, okay? And that 1 keyword is your brand name. That's not enough. So they currently do not know what your website is all about because they haven't got any keywords to understand you by. Whereas if we look at one of your competitors getting over 300 visits a month, they have over 200 keywords written into their content. Now, 200 keywords is not necessary. That's a lot. All we need to do is pick 20 of the best. Let me give you an example. So here are some keywords that I would look at. Painting company, Los Angeles. Painting, well, I would choose painter, Los Angeles, painting in Los Angeles. Now, I also know that you cover down through Orange County. So we would look at keywords that were specific to those locations too. Painter, Orange County. Maybe more specifically, painter, Irvine. Okay. And we would also look for major neighborhoods within Los Angeles to pull keywords from too, because you see, your customers most likely are not searching for, well, sometimes they're searching for painters at Los Angeles, but Los Angeles is a big city, and they might be looking for more local painters for trust and convenience. They might be looking for painters Los Feliz, painters Hollywood, so we would do the research and find the best keywords with the highest amount of search volume. Okay, this is a search volume number. So painters Los Angeles, 150 people searching for that a month. That's a great one. Okay, so we would write your content with these keywords in there so that Google understood what your website was all about and could push you up onto the first page when someone is using one of these search terms. Okay, that's content. The second thing that's really important, as I mentioned, is what we call backlinks. Now, backlinks, that is when another website links back to your website. Okay, and here are the websites that are linking back to your website. Now, okay, this one looks relevant, paintingcontractorlist.com, but you only have 11 of these. Okay, and what this is doing for your website is it's giving you trust. Okay, the more you link out to other websites, the more trust Google has of you if they trust those sites. But let's see what's going on here. This number here is a trust score. You have a 0.1% trust score with Google, which essentially means that they don't know enough about you to trust you. Whereas your competitor here only has a trust score of 4%. That's not very high. They have got all these backlinks, but these backlinks are not helping them. This is a very easy number to beat. And if we beat this number by adding lots of backlinks, we reach out to all these websites and we ask them to link back to your website. We pay or we register, and they create a link which gives you power back to your site. So that's what we would do. We would build a list, and over time, month after month, we would add more links, more links, more links, and we would beat this trust score. When Google trusts you and understands you from keywords, then they can rank you up. Okay. Now, the third thing I wanted to talk to you about are what we call citations. A citation is any time your business name, address, or phone number are mentioned in a directory online. A directory could be, for example, Yelp, bbb.org, Yellow Pages, and there are hundreds and thousands of others. The reason why this is important is because when I do a Google search, apart from these ads at the top, here is a map section. These are the first 3 results that anyone sees. And these are for local service providers. And this is where we want to get you. Because if we can get you here, and we can also get you down into this section here, you can get all the traffic that you need. Okay? By getting citations, that is a mention of your name, business, your name, address, and phone number in a directory, we can get you up into the map pack. What we do is we figure out how many citations or directories these have, and then we beat this number. We get 200 citations from the get-go, which gives you a good chance of being visible right here before you can even be visible down here. So it's a very good way of being very quick to win new customers coming to your website. Okay, so there you go. There are 3 suggestions I made for you. One is content. We need to write about 4,000 or 5,000 words of extra content for your website, and make sure that that content contains all those keywords so that Google understands what your website is all about. Number 2, we need to build trust into your website. That means we need to find a whole list of other websites that we can request link back to you. We choose the best ones that are most relevant and trusted by Google so that they can trust you too. And the third thing is citations. We will list your business in over 200 directories from day one and get you up into the maps section of Google search on the first page. So there you go. I hope that this information is useful to you. This is the work that I do. If you need help in any way, I'm more than happy to help you out. and I'd love a further conversation with you to explain more and to learn more about what it is you're trying to do. So with that, thank you for watching my video, and I look forward to speaking to you soon.